Okay, hello and welcome to day one of the Monetize Your Business 5-Day Challenge 2019. I'm so looking forward to the next 5 days. We have some awesome exercises. We have an amazing 5 days lined up to help you reset and realign and re-empower yourself when it comes to creating money and abundance in your life and in your business. So today is day one, so we're going to run through some housekeeping first. I'm going to give you the 3 figures that you need to get in your life on a piece of paper, get in your mind ready to go through the next 5 days, because we want these 3 figures to be top of mind for you every day. I have written them down for you already in the description for this video, but I'm going to go through how we do this challenge. So every day at this exact same time, I show up live in this group and we go through the daily exercise together. In order to start creating the amount of money that you would like to, we want to have an ask. We want to ask for 2 particular figures throughout the course of these next 5 days. The first figure I would like you to come up with is your daily ask. Your daily ask is the amount of money that you would like to add to your life or to your business that is a monetary amount that is over and above the amount of money that you currently make or expect to make on a day-to-day basis. And this figure is dependent on who you are and what your current circumstance is. So if you don't have a business and if you don't have a regular source of income, then ask for a figure that would be a pleasant surprise for you to have in addition to what you currently receive each day. So that might be something like $20, $50, maybe $100 extra a day. For those of you that have a business that brings in regular amounts of money, you know to choose a figure that's appropriate based on that amount. So for example, you might choose $1,000 or $500 or $200 based on what the turnover and revenue is in your business. Number 2, the figure you want to then times by 5 so that you have a total figure for the challenge. So if you have asked to receive an extra $20 a day and you times that by 5, your total figure is $100. If you have asked to receive an extra $100 a day, then your total figure would be $500. And we want to be aware of that figure as well, because sometimes the universe and timing is different. So you might receive 3 days worth of ask in 1 day and then feel like you haven't been gaining any momentum, and then on day 5 you receive that total figure all in one go. So just be aware of what those different figures are. You want to have your daily amount that you are aware of so you can look for it and receive it, and you also want to be aware of what that total figure is so that if you receive it as a lump sum or as a surprise, you're aware that that's the figure that you asked for. And number 3 is the miracle figure. Your miracle figure is the figure that is over and above, is over and beyond each individual day's amount and your total amount. So if you had been asking to receive an extra $20 a day and a total of $100 over the 5 days, your miracle figure is $500 or $200. It's a figure that's over and above that you really don't know how and where you would receive that amount of money from, and it would feel like a miracle, or it would feel like a complete surprise and a complete blessing if you were to receive that amount unexpectedly over the next 5 days. But we're putting it out there so that you can ask and the universe can deliver. The point of these 5 days is to stretch your current money mindset, to stretch your current level of receiving, to stretch your current level of abundance. So while we want to pick figures each day that are going to be delightful and helpful for you to make that much more money every day in your life or business, your miracle figure is also about getting you aligned with the fact that you can actually receive and create a lot more money than you might have imagined a lot quicker and without all of the hard work or tears or hustle that you think it takes to ever get there. So those are your 3 figures, and I encourage you to write them down because you might forget them, or you might get busy on day 4 and day 5, and you might come back to this challenge in a week and look down at that figure and realize that you had created that figure and you hadn't even acknowledged it. And we need to acknowledge when we create something in our life. We need to acknowledge when we create stuff, we need to acknowledge when we change something, and we need to acknowledge when we graduate from one level of being or one level of mindset to the next, so that your whole body and being can upgrade to that next level. Okay, so over the next 5 days, we're doing a different exercise every day, and I've listed out those exercises for you. Today, we're doing something really cool. We are getting out of control with money and receiving, because the 2 things that this challenge is about are money and receiving. And for most, if not all, the people that I've worked with, when it comes to money, they either have a whole lot of points of view around where that money is going to come from, how much they need to control that money, how much control they exert over where they will allow money to come from, and the different places that they will allow themselves to receive money from. And what we want to do on day 1 of this challenge is just get rid of all of that conditioning, get rid of all of those expectations and projections, and get you into a state of receiving without a lid on it, without an expectation on it. And so today, what I'm going to be doing is asking you some questions that will help you discover where you might be doing control and limited receiving, even though that's not what you think you're doing. And for each and every day of this challenge, please interact. This challenge is here for you to get the most out of. So the more you get on live to these exercises, the more you comment and ask questions and interact, the more you will get out of this. Also, for every single person that posts their progress or updates or asks questions or shares their wins or their challenges, I will put you all into the draw to win a scholarship to the Business Upgrade Program, which starts later this month and is designed to completely upgrade your mindset when it comes to business, when it comes to money, when it comes to success, especially for those of you who, like myself, and like a lot of people in this group are in service-based businesses. If you are someone who is a coach, a facilitator, a teacher, a healer, a body practitioner, a real estate agent, if you work with people, if you provide a service, and you're here to make the world a better place, and you're here to help people, you are the people I love working with, and you are often the people, we all have a very similar money mindset. So we want to upgrade that mindset. So that is what these next 5 days are about. That is what today is about, and that is what the Business Upgrade Program is all about. And I will share more with you about that program over the next few days. Okay, so if you have those figures, has everyone got their 3 figures? Remember to comment or let me know how you're going in the comments below. So if you have those 3 figures, that's great. And what I want you to do now is, when I ask you this question, see what comes up. How much do you control the amount of money that you are willing to receive? How much do you control the amount of growth that you allow in your business? How much have you already decided how much money it is possible for you to receive or to make or to earn each day? And also how long it's going to take you to grow that number. Whether you've decided that you have to wait for a year before you can get a promotion, or it's going to take 5 years for your business to get to the next stage, or it's going to take you 10 years to earn a certain amount, or it's going to take you a lifetime to be able to make enough money so then you can comfortably retire. So all of these considerations, all of these points of view are limiting beliefs or subconscious thoughts that energetically restrict how much money we can receive into our life every single day. So in today's exercise, when I'm asking you these questions, as you start to have these light bulb moments, when you acknowledge something, you can change it. But if you never acknowledge something, if you don't recognize that something is creating that mindset, is creating your belief, if you don't examine your beliefs, you're never going to be able to change them, because you're not going to know why you function in the way you do. So here's the thing with business and money. When I say, are you trying to control it? Most of you will say no. I, for years, said no, because I didn't think I was trying to control the amount of money I received. Why would I do that? What's the value in controlling the amount of money you receive? And I tell you how this works. I wouldn't limit the amount of money I wanted to receive, but I certainly had decided how many clients it was possible for me to see, and how many new clients I could possibly get in a day or a week or in a month. And I had decided how long it would take for me to grow that amount of clients. And I had also decided what my business growth would look like and how much money it was possible for me to make based on those numbers. I also didn't want to be too overwhelmed when it comes to business. So, of course, in order to not be overwhelmed, to not feel too out of control, we subconsciously create control. We put these things in place that, while it's great to have systems and great to have procedures, and that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mindset around how much you've decided you can handle and how much you're allowed to have before it gets too much and it would be too crazy and you would lose control of your business, or you would get too tired, or you would get run down, and you don't want to deal with that. So you control your business. And when you control your business, or you control the amount of work that you have to do if you are in a paid job, or you control how much you think you can achieve in a day, you limit your output and you also limit your input. You also limit your receiving when you decide how much money it's possible for you to make, not taking into account many factors. What we do is we decide, we get into a one-track mind and we decide, this is how much money I can make, this is how much I can receive, this is how much my clients pay me, and this is how many clients I can see in a week without getting burnt out. And we exclude all of the possibility around us. We exclude the potential for collaboration. We exclude the potential for people buying in bulk or paying us up front. We exclude the potential for working with larger groups of people rather than one-on-one. We exclude all of the options and all of the possibility, and then create this very limited and controlled environment for our business. And when you create a controlled environment for your business, you create a controlled environment for your money. So everything that is, and everywhere where you have created a controlled environment for your business and a controlled environment for your money and a controlled and expected future for your business, would you please destroy it, uncreate it, let that go, return it to sender if you've bought those timelines or points of view from anyone else? Whether it be someone you look up to, a business mentor, a coach, someone who's told you that this is how long it's going to take you to be successful in business. Everything that is, would you please destroy it, uncreate it, and let it go now? So it doesn't matter where you got this belief from. It's just important for you to identify it and let it go. Identify it and return it to sender. Identify it and recognize that it's not necessarily true for you. But whatever you think you have to do is what you will create as true for you. So all of the lies that you have bought that create the limited amount of money in your life and in your business, would you please destroy and uncreate it? All of the limited places and all of the limited amounts of money and all of the control that you exert on money and where you can receive it from and who you can receive it from and how many people and places you can simultaneously receive it from. So do you believe that you can only receive money from the one place that you are in, from the one person that you are currently working with at the time, or the one product that you are selling at the time? What about selling or doing or being involved with multiple projects at the same time? What about receiving money from sources where you don't even have to physically do anything? What about receiving money from unexpected places and unexpected people? Would you be willing to open up your receiving to unexpected sources and unexpected people, even if it's just for the next 5 days, even if just for the next 5 days you are willing to believe that you can receive more money than you ever thought possible, and then after those 5 days you can go back to your limited and controlled business so it doesn't get too big and too out of control. Here's the thing with being in control is you control it to the point where you will often be bored and feel bored, right? And what you want to do is get to a place where you're excited and you're inspired and you want to show up and serve and create every day. But when we do control, we actually eliminate fun, we eliminate inspiration, we eliminate the potential for surprise, we eliminate the potential for things showing up better than we expect.